New developments tonight in the investigation of the crash that killed Bernalillo County Sheriff Sergeant Michael Schlattman. Police now believe they have probable cause for criminal charges against a semi-driver who hit and killed him. That case now in the DA's office.
We have a very open mind when we look at these things, and we want to hold people accountable, but we don't bring charges that we can't prove.
Today, a new report on what investigators believe happened.
Leah Chavez has been following this story for us, joining us now. And Leah, investigators are also revealing new details about exactly what led up to that deadly crash in the East Mountains.
Yeah, Doug, Shelley, good evening to you. Rio Rancho police have led this crash investigation to avoid any conflict of interest involving BCSO. And today, Sergeant Schlattman's colleagues learned exactly what investigators say happened in the moments before he was killed.
Wednesday, investigators finalizing the report into the crash that killed Bernalillo County Sheriff Sergeant Michael Schlattman.
Rest in peace.
Finding on February 23rd, Schlattman had pulled over on the shoulder of westbound I-40 east of the Carnuel exit to speak with the driver. As he was walking back to his marked patrol unit, a semi-truck slammed into the back of his vehicle, pushing it into Schlattman, killing him, according to investigators.
Schlotty was a true leader in every respect and a great human being.
Sky 7 flying overhead that day. The report finding the semi was traveling about 64 miles per hour at the time of the crash. Investigators finding no evidence the driver ever hit the brakes before impact and found no mechanical problems with the truck. The driver has been identified as Miguel Orlando Perez, who holds Florida's highest level of commercial driver's license. Investigators with Rio Rancho police believing there is probable cause to support charges of careless driving as well as violating the move-over law, which requires drivers to move over or slow down if they see an emergency vehicle pulled over on the side of the road. Investigators say contributing factors included sun glare, the positioning of Schlattman's patrol unit, and the semi-driver's inattention.
We still mourn him, and we mourn for his family.
Bernalillo County DA Sam Bregman's office now reviewing the investigation. Wednesday telling KOAT it is not predetermining any charges for Perez.
What can you tell me about those charges?
I can tell you we got a very large binder this morning delivered to our office.
Bregman calling the investigation very thorough based on a first glance. Asked about a timeline for reviewing charges.
We're going to be efficient, but we're going to be thorough. We're going to look at this, and we don't put artificial timelines on making sure we do our work, so we're going to take our time and do it right.
KOAT legal expert John Day says both charges named in the report are misdemeanors, each carrying a maximum penalty of up to 1 year in local jail. He says if charges are filed and the driver is out of state, he would likely receive a summons ordering him to appear in Metro Court.
Based on the initial investigation, there's no vehicular homicide charge here. There are simply a couple of misdemeanors.
Day says civil legal action could still follow from Schlattman's family.
They still have the possibility of a civil lawsuit against the driver and the company that he was working for, and that's certainly a possibility. But based on what the investigation found, there will be no felony charges.
Today, Sheriff John Allen calling Schlattman a man who gave his life in service to this community, saying in part, well, no investigation can ever undo this loss. We remain committed to honoring Sergeant Schlattman's memory and seeing this process through. Reporting, I'm Leah Chavez, KOAT Action 7 News.
As Leah mentioned, the move-over law was written to help prevent tragedies just like Sergeant Schlattman's. But at the time of his death, Target 7 discovered it had only been enforced 16 times statewide since the law passed in 2005. In March, the Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office cracked down. In 2 hours, deputies pulled over 67 drivers for not moving over.
I wasn't expecting 67 just in one day. You would think there would be a lower number and people would have been paying attention, moving over and following the law, but of course that's not the case.
Sheriff Allen says he's going to order more operations in the future. He also wants to strengthen the penalties. Right now, if you get caught, you face the same penalties as someone caught for speeding.